following message is transmitted at the request of the West Virginia State Police. An unmanned freight train from the Belmont City sewer plant in Willow Island is traveling north along a rail line towards Ben's Run, Friendly and Sistersville. Details are unknown at this time on the train, but persons in these areas and along West Virginia Route 2 between Ben's Run and Sistersville should use caution at all rail crossings and follow instructions given by civil authorities on this developing situation.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the West Virginia State Police. This is an update to the situation in northwestern West Virginia of the unmanned freight train. According to officials with the Allegheny and West Virginia Railroad, the train appears to be increasing in speed and will approach Patton City, New Martinsville, and Proctor in the next few minutes. Officials with the Allegheny and West Virginia Railroad attempted to slow down the train south of Patton City but were unsuccessful. Civil authorities are considering other options to stop the train. Persons should avoid all rail crossings and follow instructions from civil authorities. Follow cable and media outlets for later statements on this situation.
Civil danger for Moundsville and Glendale, West Virginia. The following message is transmitted at the request of the West Virginia Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management. A mandatory evacuation is in place for residents that live west of West Virginia Route 2 on the rail line from Proctor, West Virginia to Bellaire, Ohio. A civil danger is also in effect for the same area. An unmanned train continues north along a rail line from Willow Island, West Virginia to Bellaire, Ohio, and has increased in speed within the past half hour. According to officials with the Allegheny and West Virginia Railroad, the train is carrying 8 tanker cars that contain a highly toxic chemical that can pose as a danger to residents of Moundsville and Glendale. If the train derails and a fire occurs near the tankers, the chemical could cause an explosion and release chemicals into the air, resulting in serious injury to persons near the explosion. Those in Moundsville and Glendale along the rail line should evacuate to the eastern portions of town and remain there until civil authorities declare that the danger has passed. Civil authorities attempted to stop the train north of Proctor but were unsuccessful. An earlier attempt to stop the train near Patton City was also unsuccessful. The train is increasing at dangerous speeds. Evacuate now. Continue to avoid the rail line and rail crossings, and follow instructions from civil authorities and statements from cable and media outlets on this dangerous situation.
Civil danger continues for Glendale. Civil danger extended to McMechene and Benwood, West Virginia and Bellaire, Ohio. The following message is transmitted at the request of the West Virginia Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management and the Ohio Emergency Management Agency. An unmanned train from the Belmont City sewer plant in Willow Island continues north on a rail line towards Glendale, McMechene and towards Bellaire, Ohio. Officials with the Allegheny and West Virginia Railroad are attempting to stop the train before it approaches Bellaire, Ohio. Those in Glendale must have evacuated west of West Virginia Route 2 and remain sheltered until the train passes. The train will approach McMechene and Benwood before crossing the Ohio River into Bellaire, Ohio. persons in and near these areas should evacuate east past West Virginia Route 2 for their safety. The immediate danger will exist in Bellaire, Ohio, as the train may derail along a curve over the city, crashing into a fuel storage depot and cause extensive damage and injuries. Those that live within a 45-mile radius of Bellaire, Ohio should evacuate for their safety. Again, this is a dangerous situation for McMechene and Benwood, West Virginia and Bellaire, Ohio. Evacuate now.
Stand by for an administrative message from city officials.
This message is transmitted from the Ohio Emergency Management Agency and the Bellaire City Mayor's Office. Allegheny and West Virginia Railroad personnel have stopped the speeding freight train. No further details have been released on what caused the incident, but residents of the Bellaire area are safe and can return to their homes.
This concludes the administrative message for the Bellaire area. We will return to normal programming.
Civil danger continues for the Bellaire, Ohio and Benwood, West Virginia areas. The following message is transmitted at the request of the West Virginia Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management and the Ohio Emergency Management Agency. A speeding freight train carrying 8 tankers of a highly toxic chemical has derailed along a curve over the city of Bellaire, crashing into a fuel storage depot, causing a large explosion and damage. Personnel on an Allegheny and West Virginia Railroad train that attempted to stop the train were unable to stop the train before reaching Bellaire. The tankers suffered damage in the derail and have caught on fire, releasing highly toxic chemicals into the air. Civilians close to the explosion have suffered serious and critical injuries from the explosion. Those who evacuated Bellaire, Ohio and Benwood, West Virginia are strongly urged to remain away from the affected areas until civil authorities declare all areas safe. Again, a train has derailed along a curve over Bellaire, Ohio, resulting in extensive damage and serious injuries. Stay away from this area.